EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to Southern California as we've got playoff football ahead in the City of Angels. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Los Angeles Rams. One of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl in 2 weeks' time. Which will it be as we're underway in the NFC title game? This is Ronald Jones, played his collegiate ball on this field for USC. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Looking to throw on second down. Bolton. And it's caught off the deflection. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play.
Now that's a defensive coordinator's nightmare right there. You're covering everyone, and the guy's not even the intended receiver ends up making the play.
Right place, right time, I guess.
When that ball's tipped up in the air like that, you've got to go up and get it. Offense and defense. And in this case, the offense ended up grabbing it.
Throwing on third and long. Bolton. The loop. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And Oliver drops him for a loss of 14 yards. And it also brings up fourth down. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. Fielded at the 43. They knew they were going to have great field position, went all out, got a little too aggressive.
And you have to understand your angles. They're cut down. When they're that backed up, you've got to be careful going after him.
Out of the pistol, the give to Jones. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback. And no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Here's a 2nd and 7. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer first down. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll make this a second down. They'll run it with Jones. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down? From the gun, Bolton He's got Evans. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a first down. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Ed Oliver able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Back to throw. Bolton. Jones has it. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game, too. 13th play now on the opening drive. Will this be the lucky one? It's 3rd and goal.
Here I come again. Here I come again. Mike 5-5. Mike 55. Mike 5-5. Let's go, defense. Our time.
Looking to throw. Bolton. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Aaron Donald in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Rams will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter now from Los Angeles. It is the Rams in possession. They'll come up on a 3rd and 4 here to start things out. He'll look to throw. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 45-yard line.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate. One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, and you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
That one a first down pickup of 8.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. A great effort there. 34 yards as his guys are on the board first here tonight. Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. A pretty good-looking run there on first down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard.
Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Shit. Stick, go. Daddy, weapon. Swing, turn up.
Now Jones. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
On first down, Bolton flush to his right. Throwing right, and that's complete. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Throwing on first down. Bolton going for Evans, but that pass is intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
30 base.
Now they try the right side here. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. On play action, they'll throw. Rolling to his right. And that is incomplete. Now Jake Elliott for the field goal try. And Elliott puts this one through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no wind. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Ready.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Samson Abukum showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. To throw on second down, Bolton. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. Third down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Aaron Donald, his second sack of the night. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taken from just outside the 30. 1:53 remaining in this first half of play. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. In a bit, the coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, LA. A big play there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Watch it.
We know, but well, let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Jones. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Mike, check, 59. No, go. Mike's 59. Mike's 59. Stay with your man. 59, Mike. 59.
Operating from the gun, Bolton. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Blue there. 55, Mike, 55. Hey, watch the slam.
Back to throw. Bolton. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes one extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now back to throw. Buying time to his left. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number one. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over, then they get a chance to continue their drive.
And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable third down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Recon, 132 fighter. Hey, do.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He sets to fire deep. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. So on fourth down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And they won't get a chance to bring this one back. It goes out of bounds back near their own 20. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Looking downfield for Godwin. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. So we've reached halftime. Who will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl? 2 more quarters to go. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. And he'll give it here to his running back. He'll have another first down and more. 34 yards there and a first down.
How about that, partner? That's a gutsy run, a physical run, an explosive run, and he's inside the 10-yard line now. I don't know if you hand it to him again on this play, but make the defense think that you will, and maybe you have some options off of it.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal.
Check 26, check 26.
And to give this time to the tailback. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Here's second and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
6 man.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Here's another second and goal, this time from half the distance closer. They'll run it now out of the gun. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to bring up an interesting third and goal.
Ready. 30 base. 80 weapon.
Watch the run, watch the run. Watch the safety.
Get it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Give him a couple on the run there, and now they're in that in-between area here on 4th and goal. And the kick by Elliott is good. And the lead now increases to 20-0. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Looking to throw on second down. Bolton, he completes it to Evans. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. From the gun, Bolton. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What, is it 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
On 1st and 10, Bolton. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Ed Oliver bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
55, come on, guys, 55.
Looking to throw. Bolton. And this is caught by Evans. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
The loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
On the ball. Ready.
And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
Here we go. Set. 60 Pittsburgh.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
X3. 218. Chopper.
Check.
1 quarter remains until the NFC crowns its champion. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Rams on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 15.
Jim.
Bravo.
Check 43. Wrong.
They'll look to throw here. Escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete. Here's Johnny Hecker now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Fielded at the 33. So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
On first down, Bolton flushed out right. And he's going to keep it here. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Ready, ready. 50, 10, 55. Hey, eat. Here we go, G. Ready.
Back to throw. Bolton. Caught by Jones. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. The Bucs on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He finds his target. It's Evans. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They'll go with Jones. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. Ronald Jones unable to get to that imaginary yellow line. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it. They've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Go, go, go. Watch the ship. Watch the ship.
Now a handoff here to his running back. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
50, plant.
Let's go, D. Let's go. Big ass, big ass, big ass.
He gets it to Cooks. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Johnny Hacker now as he's on to punt for L.A. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold
But he
up.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's get in there. Let's go. Hey, switch it.
Off the play fake. Bolton. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Let him know, let him know. Mark's 56. Mark's 50.
Throwing on first down. Bolton. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. The Bucs on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be 3rd and 15. Operating from the gun, Bolton. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Check 59, Mike.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
56. Mike's 56.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
On 4th down, Bolton. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
Here we go.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 1st and 10, Bolton. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike.
To throw again, Bolton. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer 1st down.
Here we go. Here we go. 6 yards. 56. Heavy. Look, 6 yards.
On 1st down, Bolton. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Mike 56. Mike 56.
The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Don't get nervous.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4. Again, it's Jones. And he's got the 1st down as he gets it to the 8. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one. Looking to throw. Bolton. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Bucs are able to cut in now to that deficit.
I'm I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, you know.
Doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Takes this to the 45. Not much space there after the nice move. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game.
Break.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. It's a gain of 7, and that should just about do it. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. So, Charles, oh so close on one side to getting to that Super Bowl. Oftentimes, we just show the stage and the glitz and the glamour and the confetti. You sometimes forget about those guys going home. It's got to be tough.
It's got to be beyond tough, because finding a way to steel yourself, make that resolve to come back and do it again, because it took a lot of work just to get to this point. It's going to be a difficult offseason for them. Let's see how they bounce back.
And that does it for the conference championship. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And for our entire crew, we'll see you 2 weeks at the Super Bowl. This is the NFL on EA Sports.